What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic, and today we gonna talk some summer league. Now, I made this comment in a video before about the draft and mock drafts and things like that. That this draft class has the potential to be the best draft class since '03. Not saying it's better than '03. I'm not saying that any of these people are LeBron or D Wade or Melo or Bosh or anything like that. I just say it has the potential to be the best draft since then, because this draft was overly hyped. Like, everybody was hyped up. Like, all the top 5 picks were talked about previously. Most time in the draft, one or two players would be talked about, and then they talk, one or two players in the top 5 get talked about, and then other players who were college stars get dropped down because they really weren't lottery picks. Because a lot of times people draft overseas players and things like that, so we don't really be knowing it, a lot of players before the draft. This draft process, we knew, like I said, 5 to 7 to 8 players before the draft even happened. So that just raised the eyebrow to me that this draft class has been hyped up so much. So I was watching the summer league, and there's 3 different leagues. There's the Orlando League, there's a Utah League, and the Las Vegas League. The Las Vegas League hasn't started yet, and I'm thinking maybe the Kings and the Lakers and the Suns must play in the Las Vegas League, because those guys, Lonzo Ball, De'Aaron Fox, Josh Jackson have not played yet. I know that Jonathan Isaac, who I'm a Magic fan, Jonathan Isaac is in the Orlando League, because the Magic obviously going to play in the Orlando League. In the Utah League, I know Boston and the 76ers have played, because both Markelle Fultz and Jason Tatum have played. And I want to tell you that I am impressed with what I've seen in the Summer League. And the writers are going to have a tough time, I think. If all this continues, I think the writers are going to have a tough time deciding who's Rookie of the Year, in my personal opinion. Because we haven't even seen Lonzo and Josh Jackson and De'Aaron Fox. We haven't even seen Dennis Smith, and we haven't even seen Malik Monk, because they haven't played. We've seen Jonathan Isaac, we've seen Jason Tatum, and we've seen Markelle Fultz. And both Markelle Fultz and Jason Tatum are exactly as advertised. Both of them are out there getting buckets. I seen the 76ers versus Boston game, and when I come in to tell you that game was better than a lot of those playoff games, and it was a Summer League game. And Jason Tatum, he looking like he's the truth. I know I said in my draft, not my draft, but my draft recap of Boston, that he could be the next Paul Pierce, the truth. He's looking like he could be the truth to me. Like, he reminds me, the way he plays, he reminds me, I'm a huge Tracy McGrady fan. He reminds me of T-Mac, the way he can spot up, the way he was moving on the court. And I know it's the Summer League. I know they're playing against a lot of people who are not going to be in the NBA. It's going to be in D leagues. It's going to be doing regular stuff in a couple months. I know that. So you got to take all this with a grain of salt. I understand that. But I'm not talking about the results. I'm talking about the way that they moving on the court, the way they position themselves on the court, the way they dropping back, the way they hitting contested shots, the way those shots are still going to be there, no matter if they playing against, no matter where they're playing it. The way they can shoot is the way they can shoot. And he's already he had a bad game last night, and he still got a double. I know he's the leading scorer in the Summer League, averaging 20 points. Markelle Fultz, I think, was 4th in Summer League scoring. I know he's in the top 5, and he's only averaging 20. And Jason Tatum is also he's in top 5 in scoring, because he's leading scoring, and he's also top 5 in rebounding. Like I said, I was impressed with Jonathan Isaac in the first couple games I seen him, but one of my concerns with Jonathan Isaac is that he's kind of small for him. He has a hip pointer. He missed the last 2 or 3 games of the Summer League. He got to get stronger. He got to get bigger. If he's going to be playing again, he's playing against people who are going to end up being in the D League, not even in the NBA. He's playing against people who are in Summer League. Not to mention that, speaking of people in Summer League, I also seen that Dante Exum is in the Summer League. And he's like a 3-year veteran. Like, why is he still in the Summer League? Like, he's already played 3 years. He's going to be entering his 4th year. Why is he in the Summer League? Like, why does he still need to be developed? Like, Utah, y'all lost Gordon Hayward. In my opinion, I think y'all going to lose Rudy Gobert, like, soon. And Dante Exum, who's a top 5 pick, is in the Summer League 4 years later? Like, that's not a good look. Like, I feel bad for Utah and Utah fans. I feel bad for y'all. because once y'all start to get some, I mean, y'all had Darren Williams, and then he leaves y'all. Y'all got to trade him, and then y'all were unheard of, and now y'all finally do something, get in the playoffs, and now y'all gonna be back to square one again because your talent's leaving, and the talent that you already drafted ain't producing. So I feel bad for Utah, really. But I said I'm very impressed with what I'm watching so far in the Summer League. Again, I know it's the Summer League. I know it's not the real NBA, but hopefully this stuff can continue, and these players can really be some stars. Like I said, I really want to see Fox and Ball and Jackson. And like I said, I still need to see Monk. I still need to see Smith because Dennis Smith ain't been playing. Dallas has been playing, but Dennis Smith hasn't been playing. So I want to see some of these younger stars out here hooping. See if they're really going to become younger stars. See if my prediction is going to be right, that this is going to be a great draft class. It's going to be a real good draft class with stars all over the board, teams being helped out, teams getting stars. And I think Boston, I think y'all aiming in the right direction. I mean, y'all got new picks coming in. I think that y'all might end up having the best pick in the draft the way it's looking. Like from so far, like Jason Tatum as far as scoring, he look like he's the truth at scoring. Obviously, he had a bad game last night. He still was out there making moves. So, like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Comment below if you haven't. Click that bell to get more videos. I do this every day. Holla at me.